in Corinth, Mississippi. Right at the Walmart intersection. Look how beautiful this town is not. Is not a pretty town to me. All the buildings are just angled every which way. Nothing's organized over here. The city just let them have a piece of land and didn't give them any whatevers to build it a certain way or anything. Some of the streets over here by Goodies are so screwed up that you have to have a GPS just to get from one road to the other. They're so crooked, and go back to the left and right and behind the building and through a parking lot and stop in the middle of the parking lot so you don't get run over, and then go on through, and you finally come out by Jack's over there and you think, what in the hell? Who's the architect? Oh, that's right, there wasn't one. And that's the way it looks down here. This shopping center over here got it all at an angle like that. Just took up, well, I guess it was all his land, I don't know. Then they put Caesars in the middle of the parking lot. But you know what I think the whole problem is? They didn't ask me. If they would have asked me, it would be a whole lot different, I think. Yeah, but look, Little Caesars right there in the middle of the parking lot. Well, this end of town over here, right here, is a little more organized because there ain't anything. And then they done away with Lyden Lake, which was, I thought was absolutely beautiful. I thought it had stood there through the test of time out there by the lake. And then they filled it all in and just got to one big lake out there. But I asked a long time ago when they shut down Lyden Lake back in the 60s or early 70s, and they said they found snakes in the filters and stuff. Well, I mean, that's a good thing. They were in the filters. They wasn't in there with the kids. So, you know, if you got water, you're going to have snakes, or I think you do. You can ask Rusty. He's got some water by his house, and they had to go out and kill snakes in the creek. I'm sure there's still more snakes out there they hadn't got yet. Anybody knows if you got water, you got snakes. There's snakes everywhere. Luckily, I hadn't seen one this year. Don't want to see one. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of snakes. Spiders don't bother me, but snakes frighten me. Especially a big old juicy cottonmouth, and he opens his mouth. It looks like a big cotton ball in there, and then he hisses at you, and you think, he's pissed. He would put enough fluid in you to probably kill you in just a few hours. And then you got that diamondback rattler and stuff, and we played in the creeks and played everywhere when we was kids. Never did worry about snakes or nothing. Crawled under the kudzu, slept in the woods at night on a piece of cardboard. Just built us a fire and slept on cardboard. Had no issues whatsoever. Now, scared to walk through the woods. We have to look for snakes, and terrified we're going to see one. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Well, it's the way it is. I can't believe it's August and not any hotter than what it is. Most of the time in August it's 100 degrees straight up, plus the heat index. And it's been pretty warm today, but I think it was 92 or 91 or something. Sadie and I went down and pressure sprayed the deck. She hung in there with me, but she couldn't pressure spray. She ain't got any thumbs. Can't hold a wand. So she and I rode to Lowe's and got some rollers and all that kind of stuff. Get ready to paint it back now when it dries. About Monday we'll be slinging paint, slinging stain or whatever. I hope. Hope. Well, I guess I'll get off here. I've bored you long enough. See you.